The universe needs this collective to know that you don't need to sweat it anymore because you already have it. With the Ten of Pentacles and the High Priestess in the reversal, your legacy, your manifestations, your goals, the finances coming in, the blessings coming in, the followers coming in, it's happening. It's happening, but you're not seeing it fully. And you're not seeing it fully because you're not supposed to necessarily see it fully, okay? It is 10/6 at the time that I am recording this. It is the Aries super moon. So you could be feeling a lot of just uncertainty. You could be feeling a lot of that purging. You could be feeling a lot of just gratitude for what you have. You guys have been feeling the shifts in the air for quite some time. But again, you're not quite sure how it's going to happen. There's a little bit of disbelief that's coming in, and it's like you can feel it. The universe is really reaffirming that this is going to happen to you, that you're in the working and the building stages of this, and you're about to see the results of it. But again, you're having a really hard time believing in it. You're having a really hard time trusting in your intuition. Some of you guys too, your intuition isn't as loud right now, and the universe is really saying that's for a reason. If you felt like your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self has just been a little bit quiet, a little bit more distance, it's not as a means of punishment, okay? A lot of you guys, again, there was a lot of purging and releasing before this timeline shifts, and they needed you to just know that you could do it. They needed you to just sit with yourself. They needed you to just be in your physical body, grounded, to really just enjoy this. A lot of you guys too, I'm hearing things are about to pick up so fast. Things are about to pick up so quickly, and you guys needed a little bit of that rest, a little bit of that laziness, a little bit of that boredom, a little bit of just, I'm not sure what I'm doing with my day. The times in which you might feel a little annoyed with now are going to be the exact times that you end up missing in this new timeline. So that's why the universe is saying whatever is going on right now, I know it's really hard to believe it, but it's happening. And if you feel called to harness the power and the energy of this specific supermoon, it is a very, very potent, very, very strong one. I do have a limited number of these oils in my website, so you can do so in the link in the bio, but I only made a few, 222, and once they are sold out, they are sold out. Obviously, I cannot remake them again until there's another supermoon, and it will be a whole different thing. So it's its own special batch. But let's see what this collective needs to hear about this. Again, it doesn't matter if you were watching this at the time of this supermoon, but it does feel super significant. Not the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out. You ready for this? A lot of this, you guys, I'm seeing this like clicking happening. And I've been channeling a lot of this yin and yang, masculine, feminine, dark, light, shadow, light. You've been really balancing that masculine and that feminine energy within you. A lot of you guys, I'm hearing your masculine side is protecting your feminine and your feminine is protecting your masculine. So the example that they're giving me is a lot of times there could be instances where you're feeling like you need to do a lot of things. You're feeling like you need to step in your masculine energy. But the universe is saying, again, you already got it. So you need to just calm down. You need to just rest. So your masculine will literally shut off and make you go into your feminine energy. And there might be other times where you're really needing to do stuff. 333, the universe is sending in things. They're sending in drives. You're getting everything. You're feeling inspired. There might be other times where you might need to shift more into that energy. And so the universe has really had you balance those scales so that you know which area to go into. This Leo season was definitely significant. I'm getting pointed to both of the lions in both of those pictures. And oh my gosh. You guys, I had to just pause for a second because the universe was giving me a lot of downloads. And a lot of you guys with this masculine energy, you guys, again, you already have it. You guys, a lot of this collective feels the need to keep doing things. We do have the Five of Pentacles sitting at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like you're used to being in a poverty mindset. You're used to feeling abandoned. You're used to feeling neglected, to having things not work out. And so you constantly feel like you have to do things, that you have to prove yourself, that you have to work, that you just have to, be a busy bee 24/7. But the universe is actually really reminding you that in order to be successful and in order to have this success come with, the universe is saying you don't want this money to come in. You don't want this fame to come in. You don't want whatever you're calling in to come in if it's going to be met with stress. If it's going to be met with you being just overworked, right? I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of level of stress in life and with business and with opportunities. But more than anything, you're supposed to, again, 505, have this balance between your masculine and your feminine energy. More than anything, I'm hearing like 70-30. But it's, again, you have to have that balance between the two so that you can flow and switch as needed without having any sort of like hiccup, any sort of bump in the road. What else does this collective need to know? I realized I've only pulled like 3 or 4 cards. I just have the 9 of Cups fly to the ground. We have the 5 of Wands. Again, a lot of you guys feel like there's stuff going on in the physical, or you're not seeing the physical results, or again, you just feel like you have more things that you need to cross off your list in order to get to it. The 9 of Cups flying to the floor, you literally have it. It's all coming together. This conflict isn't going to be anymore. 555, things are changing. Things are shifting very quickly for this collective. You don't have to do much. This collective, you have been getting called to rest. You have been being called to just listen to more of like your intuitive body of what you need to do. Instead of feeling like you need to do certain things every single day. 616, Spirit's really saying, what is your body called to you in the moment? Yes, we do have certain errands, we have certain responsibilities and such like that. But if you feel called to kind of switch your agenda around, if you feel called to... Self-care is so important for this collective at this time. It's so important for you to not feel guilty for taking time to meditate, for taking time to talk to your spirit team. I'm hearing also like somebody here has like felt guilty about spending money on like their ancestors, on their deities, on like their spiritual hygiene. And the universe is really saying, again, this is all very, very small, minute problems when it comes to the grand scheme of things. Again, you're not seeing everything for a reason. You've really been in that physical body. So again, feeling very stressed about money, feeling tired, being over, like you're really in your physical body right now, so that there's so much going on that you can't really know about. You can't know about until this is fully fixed, until this is fully balanced, and until you're fully ready to receive. But with this full moon, I'm really feeling like this collective, your spirit team is asking you to call upon gratitude for the things that already exist in your life, for the blessings that you've already received, for the people that you've already had invited into your life, for the places that you've already visited. Again, you guys feel what's coming. You guys know that there's more, and so you guys are excited for such. But the universe still needs to remind you that you guys have had a lot of really cool experiences. You guys have met a lot of cool people already. You guys have done a lot of cool things, and have some pride in that. Have some pride in that, okay? But Spirit is saying to leave it at that, to really just say, live in the moment, take each day, day by day, and trust that things are shifting. Things are going on behind the scenes, and I'm really proud of you. This is really, really beautiful, y'all. This is really, really beautiful. And the Wands energy, like, Spirit is saying, the fact that it is an Aries full moon, I'm wearing red, like, that passion, that creativity, that drive. Again, it's like, you've already put in the work. You don't need to prove to the universe that you are dedicated in this, that you are in it to win it. You have already done it. You have proven it over weeks, over months, over years, over decades. You trying to fit in a bunch of things in a small amount of time. Honestly, your spirit team, I love you, babe, but they're laughing a little bit because they're like, we already have it ready. What are they trying to do? Like, you feel it coming, so you feel like you need to do certain things, and no. Do what you intuitively feel called to. I'm not saying don't keep up on your spiritual hygiene, and don't, but just trust that you don't really need to do anything. You've already called it in. So get excited. But again, if you feel called to get this oil while it lasts, or any of my other spelled oils, you feel called to get a personal reading, a personal spell work, any of the sorts, you can do so in the link in the bio, and the link in the bio only. But I love you guys so much. Get excited. There are good things coming. And again, none of this is a punishment. None of this is a punishment. That was the last card that really pointed me out. This isn't bad. This is all part of the reason. This is all part of the plot. And some things we're not supposed to see in the moment. Sometimes we're supposed to have surprises too. So I love you guys so much. And this October, again, I told y'all it was going to be a big one. And I'm not lying.